A student with the TDSB is raising concerns tonight over a poem being used to teach students. This poem makes references to slavery, something the student says is inappropriate and racist.
I went to the scrap iron market and I bought chains, heavy chains, for you, my love. And then I went to the slave market and I looked for you, but I didn't find you, my love.
Those are the troubling words translated in English from French poet Jacques Prévert's poem titled Pour toi, mon amour, assigned to a grade 10 virtual French class.
There were certain lines in the poem that were said that are rather inappropriate or rather culturally insensitive.
The student, who did not want to be identified out of fears of repercussions, says the poem was assigned as part of their poetry unit in their French class today. The student says there was no discussion or disclaimer explaining the insensitive nature or even the history of the poem.
In my class, we haven't had any discussions regarding Black History Month or regarding the fact that, it's Black History Month and there are some sensitive topics that will be talked about in this poem. Nothing like that was discussed prior to us getting the assignment.
The student says she approached the teacher to discuss why the poem was chosen. The grade 10 student says the teacher claimed it was part of the curriculum.
Who knows that there could be other Black students that have faced racial injustice directly to them, and maybe this would offend them in some way. You could never know. So I just don't feel like this is something that needs to be talked about or taught in classrooms.
The student tells me they are speaking out in hopes of getting the school board's attention. I reached out to the Toronto District School Board, who said they weren't aware of the situation until we reached out, in a statement saying, "We have only just learned of this incident and encouraged the student and their family to speak with the principal so that we can understand what happened. In the meantime, we can confirm that this poem is not part of any TDSB or Ministry of Education curriculum."
These kids, us teenagers, we're the future. We're the people that will be going forward. So if this is something that we're given and it's supposed to be looked at as it's fine just because it's a part of the school curriculum, like we're supposed to get it and not question anything about it, I feel like that's muzzling us, like trying to get us to stop and not make changes for the future.